How's it going, folks? We get the posts made that I'm live here. SmackDown was crazy. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I'll be taking care of the website tonight, so. Hey, PR, good to see you, bud. I'm good. I'm good. I'm better than I was yesterday. I am far better than I was yesterday, I'll tell you that. Yesterday sucked. Yesterday I spent almost 12 hours in the car after spending 5 hours in the car on Monday. Yeah, let me tell you just how it went, right? So I had to do some delivery yesterday. Um, I was delivery driving, as you all know I do. I'm almost done. Next week is probably my last week delivery driving, hopefully forever. Um, and Bianca Belair kicking off the show, by the way. But yeah, yeah. So yesterday I woke up. I got a 7 o'clock or 7:30. I got a delivery notification. It was to go pick up some tires from Discount Tire. Drove out there, got to Discount Tire, got parked, marked that I was there, walked up. They had canceled the order, so I got like $6 in "sorry you drove all the way out here" money. Drove the hour out to the warehouse I sometimes work from. They had double booked the delivery I'd picked up from there, so someone else already had it. So I got a $4 "sorry you drove all the way out here" thing for an hour of driving. Got another warehouse delivery that estimated 5 hours of delivery for 100 miles for 40 packages. This was at 9:30 in the morning that I started what was supposed to be 5 hours of driving, which means I would have been done at about 1 or 1:30, maybe 2:30 at the latest. It took until 7, and it was 400 miles instead of 100. And part of that was because one of the roads I was supposed to drive down was flooded, and no matter how many times I flagged that it was flooded, it kept being like, keep driving. No! No! I'm not gonna get my car swept away. I still owe like $8,000 on that thing, if not more. So that was what, and so I came home yesterday and I just went to fucking sleep. I got home at 7:30. I told Hemlock was asleep because they had had a long day at work. I sent them a text being like, "Hey, if I am asleep when you wake up, you can wake me up and I'll make dinner." And then I woke up today at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and they told me that they didn't wake me up because they could tell I needed the sleep. All right, look, I don't really care about this Bianca promo. I hate to do this during her promo, but I gotta pee, so I'll be right back. She's just jamming out to like the Nashville anthem or something. I don't fucking know. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, Evie. Okay, Evie's gonna hang out in here with you guys while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Oh, hi, Nizzle. Oh, bless you, Nizzle. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it was the nightmare of a day. So I came home and went to bed. And then I woke up this morning, and I went out and delivered a little bit more. I have not recorded it all today, which has kind of been nice, honestly. I don't even have Raw written. I need to get it done so that it can go out for early access on Sunday. There's Naomi. Alright, so what went down on SmackDown this week? That's the only thing I haven't seen yet. Last time I updated the website would have been Tuesday, so Dynamite's happened in that time as well. Also, there is going to be an indie show tomorrow, folks. I haven't made the thumbnail yet. But tomorrow is going to be a one night only, or not one night only, but one night 8-man tournament to crown the first DPW champion of LS11 Universe. Alright, AEW. I got the notes here for what happened, so. Wow, that's creepy, Naomi. Omos winning the whole tournament to make Masakano proud would be funny, in my opinion. Omos is in the tournament. I did mention that. He is in the tournament. I'll give you guys the rundown of who all's in the tournament in a minute here. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. And here comes Jade. Because this feud must continue. There we go. There's the updates for AEW done. Alright, time to check out what rated on SmackDown. I saw the Cody promo. Oh, and here's Nia. Another thing I gotta get back on top of on the website is like the title history sections. I'm several title changes behind on those. I'm gonna send Ray a text in a second here just to remind him how many weeks of the shows each of us have. Since now it is official, WrestleMania is getting pushed back by a week. I didn't get any kind of I'd rather not do that from Ray or anything like that. So, and all I've had is positive responses from you guys when I've said that that's what I want to do. Especially when I was like, yeah, because I want to go see my family and all that. That I haven't seen in literally over a year, almost 2 years at this point. So I'll send Ray a text here in a second, just kind of reminding him.
Struggling with impossible messes in your tub shower? Cleaning sprays only target the top layer of grime, making it difficult to resist soap-up layers. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to activate. Magic Eraser has the cleaning power of dawn and the scrubbing power of an eraser to effortlessly plunge 100% of the buildup soap and grime that scum sprays leave behind. And because it cleans so well, you can replace multiple cleaning products. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser.
Yeah, really. We're close to the real life Money in the Bank, plus the LS11 Universe one as well.
believes in students use to get credit for life and job experience that translated to coursework and put them across the school. UMGC helps me become a highly attractive candidate job market. Exclusive bundle for customers 55 and right now, get 200 programs.
Go. That's win losses updated for the week until DPW tomorrow. Oh, Ray is also typing in Discord at the same time as me. Oh. Oh, it counts. What the hell? I don't like that it's acting like OBS is a game now on Discord. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn. I don't like it saying that I'm playing OBS. Oh god, I actually turned on light mode. Oh god, I turned on light mode. I don't like that.
money for it. Together, we can make big dreams real business.
I can't read out what Ray just sent me in a DM because it's funny as shit, but it's very much an inside joke here. Yeah, what the hell? Like, OBS isn't even pulling up streamer mode anymore. There we go. There we go. Now it actually is kind of working. Yeah, OBS is a game on Discord now. Ray, if you're watching, am I allowed to make the joke that you... Or am I allowed to say the joke you just made? If not, I won't say it. It wasn't anything inappropriate. It was just funny. But I don't know if it's a joke he's okay with me making on stream. Okay, he says go ahead. Okay. So I'm starting to type. Don't forget we're moving Mania back a week, so you'll have 5 more SmackDowns instead of 4. I think is what it was. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and as I type, I just get a text that says, "I get it," or "I got it," "I know." Period. And I said, "Sorry?" With 3 question marks. He says, "Don't be." LOL. I said, "All right." The punctuation at the end is just what Alex says when she's pissed at me. LOL. Ray responds, "I'm not your wife, Xander. I'm your husband." Like, yeah, he's my work husband. I'm aware. But also, it's just the first time Ray has ever made that joke to me, so it just got me off guard. I'm taking care of my roots very soon, I promise. I can fucking whatever. There's just gonna be the streak of brown in the front. We're gonna take care of the roots soon because it's getting kind of bad. That shit got me though. That was good, Ray. That was very good. That was very funny. Thank you. Okay. Well, now then, since the website's updated, I'll do title stuff later. I am going to update. I'm going to get back to making match graphics tonight as well. All right. So I made everything from night 1. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 more Raw graphics to make, and then the rest are SmackDown and unaffiliated matches. Actually, one of them is technically an unaffiliated match that I already... Oh, well, it's fine. I also have to record the... I have to record the Andre and Women's Battle Royals. We're renaming the Women's Battle Royal from China to something else. Because Ray had a good idea. I just haven't decided which one. I just haven't decided which one I want to go with. I'm between a couple. We might put it to a vote tonight with the fans to see. I feel like Naya's going to end up being the one going to Money in the Bank. I think Jade and Naomi are going to end up canceling each other out. As much as I would like Naomi to be the one going to Money in the Bank, I feel like she'd be a great winner for it. Who doesn't love good ideas? Is Tony Khan. Yeah. I said what I said. No specific to China, but her post-career work kind of hurts her consideration with that for me. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I meant to ask you about it. I meant to ask you if that's what it was that was making you suggest it. Fair enough. But to give you guys just some of the ideas Ray gave me, Ray pitched the Trailblazer Battle Royal in tribute to the great Alundra Blaze, aka Medusa. Um, the Sensational Showdown in honor of Sherry Martel. The Goddess of the Squared Circle Battle Royal in honor of Luna Vachon, which I really like that one. I like the name on that one a lot. And then another one he suggested was the Mildred Burke Battle Royal, which is also good. I'm thinking maybe Goddess of the Squared Circle, just because that name does go kind of hard. Because I know Ray had something he wanted to do in reference to Mildred Burke next season. I won't say what that is, though. Because I don't want to steal his thunder on that one. So I'm thinking the Luna Vachon Battle Royal is a good one to do.
That's the Domino's stuffed crust for second class.
What's going on?
Domino's has never made a stuffed crust. It's Domino's first ever stuffed crust. Stuffed with melted cheese and topped with garlic seasoning and parmesan. Love it. Thank you. Okay, name one. That's okay. Try it for the first time tonight.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. It's yellow. Blue. And everything a little brighter.
Sensational Showdown is a great name. I feel like there's something that could be done with that later on, though, for something else. There's just another, which was the Rock and Wrestling Rumble in honor of Wendy Richter. I don't remember reading that one, but that one's also really good. And that's not me saying you didn't suggest it. You probably did. Like, I have just had a rough week. I love Sherry, so I'm down. Yeah, I think there's something else we can do with the name The Sensational Showdown. I don't know what, but I feel like there's something we can do. Because I definitely don't want to just not use that name for something, because that's such a great name. Yeah, the Goddess one, the Luna Vachon one, yeah. That's what I think we're going to go with for the Battle Royal name. And I can confirm that Grizzly is going to be back doing commentary for the two Battle Royals. I'm excited for that one. I've given him a little bit of context on some of it, and he's excited about it as well. So Grizzly will be back on comms for that. We should have another guest on commentary as well for two other kickoff matches, hopefully. I just haven't heard from him in a couple days, and it's starting to worry me a little bit. but I reached out 2 days ago. Was the last time I reached out. I don't want to be overbearing and annoying. In worst case, if we don't get him, we don't get him. There are 2 other guests that I will not say who they are, but you guys are going to be very excited about it. Commentating a big kickoff match as well. Gonna bring a nice retro feel to it, is all I will say with that. Ray and I are gonna work out a time sooner or later. I'm gonna go to him to. I believe the plan is I'm gonna go to him to do Mania this year. Love Vashon's son when a season of MasterChef. What a great trivia question that is, though. Okay. We told Grizzly your stories headed to Mania. Not yet. I'm gonna give him the context heading into the Battle Royals, and that's about it. Like his freestyle commentary, the Rumble sounds new. That's what I call. That's what I even described it as well. I said it gave serious Snoop Dogg vibes. The only downside with the Mania arena is I have attempted it so many times. I have tried to change the ring canvas for the modded WrestleMania arena. It just will not let me. It crashes when I try and do it. So it will just have all the real life sponsors. I wanted to have a bunch of custom sponsors on it this year, but it is what it is. Also, the big announcement today, huh? The big announcement that Mariah May is not in AEW anymore, and she is WWE bound. Pretty wild. Oh, wait. Hey, Naomi wins. Naomi wins. Thoughts on today's SmackDown? What I clicked through and saw, it looked like it was a really good show. A lot of other people have already said they really liked it throughout the day, though, in the chat and in the comments. I wish I had more time to just, like, sit down and watch Ray's shows start to finish. Because I do really enjoy, fuck's sake, Ray.
Now it's talking to little ghosts. Ain't that fit? Something you want to say to me, dog? Are you crazy touching me? Can I be honest? I never seen you a day before in my life. Is this your son, dog?
Is this your son?
Do you mind if I take your husky son to the ring, teach him a lesson?
Do you mind if I take your husky son to the ring? Oh my god. Oh, truth. Never change. Oh, truth.
Saturday night's main event now here in Knoxville. It'll be Cody and John Cena face
Yeah, once I get the rest of these, or at least once I've gotten enough of the playing cards made that I think it's good to go, then I'll swap over to working on the thumbnail for tomorrow, because I'd like to be able to unveil that before I go off stream tonight.
How do you get so much bigger and these feels little?
'Twas I who shrunk the scales and packed them with a rush of flavor. Yeah. Shrink the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Jen loved her game plays. Then Brad showed up with game rinse and beat. So
Tomorrow we got the DPW tournament that I just talked about like 5 minutes ago.
Macy's Memorial Day sale.
Like, as stream was starting, I was talking about it.
Get summer ready with resort-style patio sets to sunny living room refreshes.
Like,
Now, paid later with great financing. Macy's Memorial Day sale, now through Sunday.
gotta be an 8-man, one-night tournament to crown the first LS11 DPW men's champion.
Nashville, NASCAR. It's on Prime. Start your 30-day free trial.
Incoming dishes. Dawn Power Wash flies to 99% grease and grime in half the time. You absorb grease 5 times faster and even replaces multiple cleaning products.
What the hell? Did I?
The better grease getter.
With Chime, you get an early payday. Plus, be free banking.
Did I maybe put it in the wrong renders folder?
And up to $500 of your pay when you save. Your money's good, you feel good. That's why Chime is the #1 most loved banking app.
I export that, 'cause
Chime.com.
Consumer Cellular.
I guess I made that.
Network coverage and customer satisfaction. Hi, my friend Linda asked you guys if it's way better coverage than I do. Sounds like Linda has a beat. Only in coverage. And plans start at $20. Okay, parts too. Call or visit Consumer Cellular to switch today.
Sunny days offers some cruiser vodka iced tea.
I am really excited for you guys to see how everything goes down with WrestleMania. This year's probably is it intergender? No, it's the men's title. I just said it's the men's title. So it's an 8-man tournament.
You know Fanatic's best in New York is already a stacked lineup. But listen to this, because we just added to it. Randy Orton and Bianca Belair. It's going to make for a more unforgettable weekend. Don't miss your chance to meet them live. The ultimate event for sports fans and collectors. It's at the Javits Center in Manhattan, June 20th through the 22nd. Tickets are on sale now, only at fanaticsfest.com. That's an incredible event, folks.
What happened on Saturday night? What did you
Chelsea, I'm trying to understand a word you're saying.
Look, if you want to have a conversation, please.
Nick Aldis is just having the time of his life here.
It was deliberate. It was a kick drop put on by crooked Selena. Okay? Even the tippy top that the Bureau hired by Cena and Herman couldn't have stopped it. It was, I demand that you strip her of her title, you suspend her, and you give me the championship.
Chelsea, there's nothing to be so ugly about this. Look, no one's getting stripped or suspended. You can talk about a rematch.
I love the rainbow mask. It's adorable.
And you're saying you're gonna do nothing to recognize Zelina for this? No, you know what? If you're not gonna do something about this, we will. Yeah. Zelina versus Alba.
Chelsea knows best. What? Alba against Selena.
Chelsea knows best.
Make that official right now if you do one thing. Please leave it.
Aldis just having the time of his life here.
Tiffany, Money in the Bank is right around the corner, and as we know, you successfully cashed in your own contract to become WWE Women's Champion. But how are you handling the pressure of knowing that the same thing could happen to you?
Honestly, Byron, I cannot wait to see who wins Money in the Bank because then I'll be handling the pressure by being prepared. Having this title makes me the #1 threat in the division, but let's be honest, Byron. I've always been the girl everyone's been obsessed with. So whoever tries to cash in on me would be making a big mistake.
You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to win Money in the Bank and cash in for that title where I want a woman. And in case you forgot, little Miss Tiffy, when I was fighting for the championship, you stayed in my way. You want to know what happened when people play with me? Just ask me.
To worry about them. Okay. I would be worried about me putting her in.
Second greatest day of his life, seeing Chelsea in that mask. Yeah. #1, birth of his son. #2, seeing Chelsea in that mask.
Naomi, 2 of the 6 will be trying to win the women's ladder match. Money in the Bank comes away. June 7th from LA. And on that day, remember, his worlds collide. We have a compelling fatal 4-way at Worlds Collide. Ethan Page just won the NXT North American Championship, and now he defends Wade in an outrageous matchup with Alex, spanning multiple brands. Ray Page, Evans, Laredo Kid, Ethan Page defending a fatal 4-way NXT North American Championship.
God, why is everyone's primary color fucking red?
From LA, I find this to be a fascinating matchup.
I'm gonna sneeze.
I think the most fascinating part for me is these are 4
There it is.
Bob Evans, who has been a major star in NXT, of course. Ray Phoenix, we know all about him from the past few months here on SmackDown.
But no, why is everyone fucking, like, red their main color? That's what I'm learning as I'm making these playing cards.
If you've got your eyes on it before, make sure you tune in. Worlds Collide, and of course, the call calculating equal pay for new NXT North American Champion. That title is going to get its first defense at Worlds Collide. Cannot wait. Yeah, the one-time NXT champion, now the NXT North American champion, who's putting it.
Red's a good color. Don't get me wrong. I like the color red. I do. Comma, however. Yo, Javon Evans gonna get to be on SmackDown tonight. Hell yeah. Y'all know what time it is? I don't think we're building to a Javon call-up yet.
R-Truth and JC Mateo coming your way when we come back.
I get really anxious before getting to the 20th year.
Yeah, I think there's every chance. Excuse me. I think there's every chance that I think there's every chance that Ethan Page is just a transitional champion to get the belt onto Javon, and then Ethan Page is gonna get called up.
We're swimming in it now. Playing with friends. Except they friends.
Download Monopoly Go and play the new Star Wars event today.
Finding what you need, okay? Come with me.
Get what you need from someone who gets it. You got the business.
Let's check this out.
We've got the Verizon business experts. And together, magic happens.
Yeah, I think All Ego and Ricky Saints. I think the two of them on SmackDown, like you just said, Pierre. I think that's the move.
And we've got the personalized solution so you can Verizon Business has you covered in more ways than one.
What you love? Pizza. We'll hook you up with pizza later. That's a pizza now. And pizza later. Yeah, even more. With the hot hookup. Order now. Only on the Pizza Hut app. No one else. Pizza Hut.
We've been in business for over 100 years. Main Street needs reliable power, and Georgia's electric utilities provide it. They've helped make Georgia a great state for business and jobs. Thank you, Georgia, for being there for us.
Get you guys in. Help me stay hydrated and healthy looking all day. Instead, facial moisturizing lotion. Try on professional power wash with a unique formula that cleans greasy surfaces and pots and pans fast.
You can't make the best food. Performance quality has powerful flavor.
Get a taste of new Lipton Fusions, made with 50% less sugar than regular sodas.
Alright, am I almost done here on the Raw side? I think I am. I'll get the Raw sides match graphics made, and then I'll do the thumbnail, then I'll do the SmackDown matches.
This place is filled with the ninjas who have overcome real obstacles.
If you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. That's what Ninja Warrior is all about.
Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Atlanta in July, that's going to be the place to be on the 12th and the 13th. The non-stop excitement. You got Saturday night's main event and then Evolution. And you can experience it.
Should probably drop into Jordan. Maybe that's how they debut Mariah. No, I think apparently Jordan's been called up.
Unforgettable experiences. You can find your package for that outrageous weekend.
Apparently Jordan's getting called up to SmackDown.
EXP.com/WWE.
That's what I've heard.
R-Truth, who just stumbled into a little something backstage, reacting to Solo Sikoa. That is how we arrived at this.
R-Truth had some brief moments of lucidity in the run-up to his matchup with John Cena. Clearly been reverting back to normal, and the merchant of nonsense R-Truth is back, and he's got himself in a major problem tonight.
Hey, JC Mateo's got his own theme now. And he's wearing a singlet. I'm going to be real with y'all. He was probably wearing a singlet last week. I fell asleep before his match last week. like, 100% honest with you, I fell asleep during SmackDown last week. I was in the hotel room. We had done our last trip down the down Artist Alley before it closed for the rest of the night at the convention.
A massive impact since debuting a major acquisition by Solo after his group was decimated through injuries.
Alex and the Hemlock and the rest of our friends were going to a panel I just had zero interest in. So I went up to the hotel room, I laid on my laptop, I turned on SmackDown, and I conked the fuck out. Me conking the fuck out's been happening a lot lately, though. I think my body is finally realizing how overworked I've been for the last couple years. Because as you all know, I'm a massive workaholic.
Summer Olympian, and he is so explosive with this kind of move. Smart to get out of the way. Oh, he comes in with the shoulder. And again. Spot on.
Everything wins Money in the Bank and LS11 at WrestleMania. So for reference, Pierre is part of the creative team. Pierre doesn't know who's winning the briefcases. This is genuinely a wild guess on both sides from him. So what do you got? Because, like, this is not Pierre trying to... This isn't Pierre trying to be cute or anything. This is actually... Nobody knows who's winning Money in the Bank other than Ray. Chad Gable. Interesting. Yeah, no, Pierre, like, legit... While Pierre's part of creative, he has no idea who's winning the Money in the Bank briefcase.
What an effort it was from R-Truth, but once again completely overestimated his own power against this humongous human being.
Tour of the Islands, JC Mateo.
Well, little Jimmy and R-Truth's imaginary crew of friends could not help tonight. JC Mateo continues his streak of devastation, and now it's just punishment time.
Too many things worse, but I want to heal out a face personally, and Chad's been on the rise, so why not? It's possible, you never know. Oh, here's Jim.
To move back into his groove.
JC attacks from behind.
And Solo Sikoa is yelling at JC.
Big Jim.
Jimmy Uso back in the fold, but JC Mateo is ready to fight any of the moves.
He has said it is time to come home before the mission. Comes to R-Truth's aid when he needed it. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, they are back. The Street Profits making their way to the ring. We will hear from the tag team champs.
So look at winning IRL, but I don't think he... I really hope he doesn't. I really don't want to see that.
Be sure they get the 24/7 protection paid as earned. There you go. So they're always ready for your next adventure. But that's just how we do it around these parts. Ground them parts. Ground. That's just how we do it here.
Switch to Dude Wipes, the wet, flushable wipe that clears instead of smears. Dude Wipes, best clean, hands down.
Okay, go spill the tea.
Confused? Maybe you just need a Snickers pecan.
No, not even WhatsApp can see your personal messages. So your secret spot apart.
And where are you?
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. That's a pizza now and a free pizza later. Get even more with the Hut hookup. Order now, only on the Pizza Hut app. No one outpaces the Hut.
Jen loved her Gain Flames. Then Brad showed up with Gain Rinse and Beat. So they mixed.
I will tell you one thing I'm really happy about, really proud of. I was talking about this in the creative team the other day.
Mix, match, or happy.
With Raw's roster, only about 10 of them are going to miss WrestleMania, if even. And that's before I've like written out the skits and stuff that are going to happen at Mania, because you know there's always some little jokes and segments and stuff between matches. I always find ways to be entertaining in the between of matches in LS11 universe. Yeah, Jimmy may have done fucked up in LS11 by bringing about the return of the Shield.
Whoa! I didn't see those guys. What about us now?
Luckily, I'm pretty adorable. There's no saying like simply save $600 a year.
Okay.
Plus, you can save up to that much by switching to unlimited lines.
Seth, this year on the road to WrestleMania, I can do both. Yeah.
See how we can cut your bills. All consumer soda. You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6 hours smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought that this quality was your flavor about.
Well, yeah, people think I'm funny to you.
Nah, it's about what? Arby's, we have the meats.
Nobody would live in a place like this unless they have something to have.
Yeah, it's cool.
Watch Resident Evil 2 from the beginning. Tonight at 11 on USA. Or stream anytime on Kia.
Oh boy, it's the Cody and Brandy clip.
How are you feeling about WrestleMania 38?
So I was super excited about it all. I know we had gone through crazy turmoil.
In real life, WrestleMania 40 had a side match and a title match. Yeah, kinda.
What if? And I just remember you saying, what if they boo? And I just said, they're not. It's WrestleMania. I knew that wasn't going to happen. And I'm so focused in. I'm sitting right next to, I'm in the middle of The Undertaker and Stephanie McMahon. And I had no idea. And then, like, it took that second for, like, boom, American Nightmare hits the screen. Everybody just lost their complete mind.
That's a glimpse of What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes, presented by Weekly American Vodka. Make sure you head over to Cody's YouTube channel.
Special Day Sport
Right there,
channel.
What Do You Want to Talk About? And I am handed to the
LS11
content like superstars,
Consider it
legends,
for today.
everything from the ring and beyond. And new episodes drop every other Wednesday on YouTube. And of course, coming up later tonight, everybody's anticipating this. The man who says he's set to ruin wrestling. The former champ determined to save it all. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, face to face here in Knoxville later on SmackDown.
I did see what happened at the end of SmackDown last week, by the way, before anyone's like, hey, Xander, did you know this happened? Like, yeah, I know. I did see the end of SmackDown.
At least those two of us were in the midst of broadcasting that really world championship match.
I know about the Wyatts returning. I was asleep when it happened, but I woke up and I saw it on YouTube the next morning. I watched it while I was laying in bed.
With Braxium, however, they held on to it by default. It's not the kind of victory they would have wanted, or retention, I should say, for that scene of sheer chaotic devastation caused by the Wyatt Six. Still needs some explanation.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, I love everything about you. And what I have too. But let me wrap this down real fast. This tag team division that we are part of, the greatest tag team division on any brand, any promotion, it's on fire right now, Paul. But just like the gorilla fears us, make no mistake about it. Let's not forget who's leading the dark. The Street Profits.
We got all these teams coming at us right now. You got DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Braxium, and now the Wyatts.
Sick. But you know what? Basically what Big Bro is saying is,
It is a pretty stacked division.
defend these tag team championships against anybody.
Pump the brakes, 'cause here is a
Oh, right. I forgot Fraxium has a new theme.
Braxium.
I forgot they had a new theme that just starts saying a bunch of things that rhyme with Fraxium before going, Fraxium!
Braxium were closing in on victory last week. We're in the death throes of the matches before that huge opportunity was ripped away from them.
All right. Well, since you're out here talking about defending those titles, yeah, me and my amigo here didn't exactly get a fair shake last week, so. Fraxium, is it? Listen, man, congratulations.
Yeah, Fraxium got Def Rebelled.
Up until the last our business last week. Gotta have y'all beat, bro.
Wow. I mean, sure, man. Maybe you did. But maybe you didn't. Am I gonna stand through the Wyatts? We will never know.
Yeah, and now that those shenanigans from last week are behind us, I think it's fair to say that Fraxium and the Street Profits should fund it back.
Oh, there's Motor City.
Sorry to interrupt, but Fraxium, let me see if I got this right. So your entire basis for getting a rematch is that the Street Profits never beat you. Is that right? Let me wrap my brain, but last time I checked, Street Profits, you never beat us. So, if you're gonna hand out title matches, we'll take one.
And DIY. Oh yeah, I forgot Candice LeRae joined up with DIY last week.
Chances? And you nerds? Didn't you
just got here. See, I think you just got here, so why don't you do us all a favor and just shut up, Candace?
Yo! Check the misogyny at the door, Saban.
You shut up. The reason we had to bring in my beautiful wife here is to even the odds against whatever this is, okay? It's obvious. Everyone can see. There's a conspiracy in the tag team division to hold down the BTT-ITW. And now, with the Wyatt Six showing up, we don't talk about them. Forget that he said that. Scratch that. Back to business. You have all killed the tag team division that we built. Matter of fact, let's hold a moment of silence right now for the death of the SmackDown tag team division. Everybody stand up. Bow your heads. A moment of silence begins now.
Yup, had a feeling. There's Howdy. I do wonder which of the Wyatts are going to be the tag team. I could get behind a Rowan and Loomis tag run.
A week ago they returned. Showcasing double clothesline.
Back to Bedlam in the SmackDown Tag Division. What is the motivation? What is the reasoning behind these attacks?
Nikki Cross.
God,
What is she doing?
Ciampa, you dick.
absolutely terrifies me as does the rest of the Wyatt Six.
Frazier sold that shit. This is all leading to Bliss joining. You know it is. Yeah, I assume it'd be Gacy and Loomis. It'd also be really cool if it was Howdy and Rowan, I agree.
So, oh my gosh, this is so. Oh, this comes so easy.
Safe to say this season's looking pretty good.
Peacock's Love Island USA coming soon, only on Peacock.
Did you know your brain has 3 dimensions of memory? Working, short term, and long term. That's why we created new Nariva Memory 3D. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva's revolutionary formula has clinically tested ingredients to support 3 dimensions of memory. Take it from me.
Special thing.
An elephant never forgets.
God, I'm having to remember who all's in this fucking tournament. How is Raj Desi the one in the tournament I forgot?
Where's the garlic sauce? Working through with Shakaroni for $12.99. That's right. I will forget. That's one of the great things about consumer selling. They're 100% US-based customer service.
So yeah, spoiler alert, Raj Desi's in the tournament, not that anyone's fucking surprised. Also, Indies. So, to give you all the full rundown of who all is in the DPW tournament tomorrow, it is Chris Danger, Cedric Alexander, Taiji Ishimori, Adrian Nova of the LS11 Originals, Kevin Blackwood, Raj Desi, Omos, and Leon Slater. And that'll premiere tomorrow morning.
Georgia is a national leader in providing reliable energy, and that's why we're a great state for business and job creation. Thank you, Georgia.
It'll be the original premiere time, like it'll be the morning premiere time instead of the evening one.
We hand shop everything here.
This is real.
Exactly. You'll know how real it is.
assault on Dos Equis could have ended up in the bed. Self-serving, crisp, refreshing, pressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
Any weekend plans? You want to start back again? And the movie. NBC Sports Weekend ratings.
Special night here in Knoxville. We're on Rocky Top. Over 100,000 film Saturday afternoons for SEC football there. And then here inside Thompson Bowling Arena, the
Hangman did declare war on Bullet Club. Taichi is part of Bullet Club, so you never know what'll happen.
14,600 packing this place on a night when Cody Rhodes and John Cena will be face to face later tonight. Meanwhile, moments ago, this is what happened.
Well, every tag team in the SmackDown division was out here. But the shocking moment, once again, the Wyatt Six on the scene and caused utter devastation, attacking everything that moves. We still don't know what the motivations are, but we do know what affects this group. They have completely wiped out every top team, and Nikki Cross once again gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, very packed arena. Razor sold that Sister Abigail so good.
To make of this, so many questions we need answers.
You're so right about Nikki Cross. You're sitting here broadcasting, all of a sudden you look off your left elbow, she's right on top of things. Angel and Berto with Santos Escobar. Legado del Fantasma. They are set for action.
Trio of Legado and El Fantasma will be taking on Triple H, Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown of World's Pride.
We're so happy that joining us here ringside, just off your right hand, Wade Barrett, is the new NXT North American champion.
Hey, all ego on SmackDown. On commentary.
Congratulations on your 12-month anniversary, capped off by capturing that championship. You're completely color coordinated. I don't know if the title has ever looked better on anybody than that on you.
Couldn't agree more. Dana Ricky Saints, first time winning that title, of course, the one-time NXT champion as well.
Oh boy, I'm not ready to have to hear the Def Rebel line. You know, the one that signals Javon Evans' arrival. Love Javon Evans. I'm not ready. It's the worst Def Rebel opener for me. Theme itself is great. Theme itself is great. It's just the worst Def Rebel sting of them all. I'm not ready.
We were on the call as he earned a tag team victory against Los Garza as well.
Santos Escobar's clearly been impressed by Rey Fenix. Attempted to bring him into the fold of Legado and El Fantasma, but was rebuffed by Phoenix, and now there's some major bad blood between Legado del Fantasma and this scintillating luchador.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I love everything that comes after it.
bouncy ever bouncy. The young rising star, Javon Evans. He has run jaws at NXT. He's springy. He's quick to twitch. He's got a style you just love. And what a thrill it is for us to have Javon Evans here on SmackDown.
If you've not seen Javon Evans before, get ready to be shocked. NXT. Voice of NXT, Vic Joseph, has been singing this man's praises for monstery now, completely redefining what is possible in that ring. Already, I'll turn over to you, Ethan Page. You are taking on two of those men who are tagging together now, Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans, along with the Laredo Kid at Worlds Collide.
I feel like Javon Evans has got a bright future, man. I really do.
Specifically scout Ray Phoenix. He came into my home turf. Oh, he came into my home turf to say hello to the new champ. I wanted to come to his and say hello to his face.
You've got the best seat in the house right now to see exactly what this man can do.
Phoenix off to a good start against.
All right. Well, seeing as I've got that done, the DPW thumbnail done. Premiere page is now up, by the way. If you want to go pre-like it.
Early on, trying to establish his home. Von Evans, who on that WrestleMania weekend is in that memorable triple threat that Ola Femi took, stand and deliver. Now here he is. Worlds collide right around the corner. That is going to be a thriller.
Let me find this, because Ray sent me the card. Can I open this in my browser? Yes, that way I can keep coming back to Discord. Okay.
The springboard off the ropes, Hurricane Rana. That boy bouncy Rana indeed. Javon Evans.
Ethan Page has to be impressed with that. Ethan, during your 12-month NXT anniversary, how come Ethan Page has had so much success so quickly?
Oh, people get it wrong. They say that I take shortcuts, but actually I just choose the right road to travel on, and it's led me to a lot of success.
Startman Golden calculating, and now Ray Phoenix heading the same.
I think Ethan Page is going to be like a really good US IC level guy one day.
Able to get that shoulder up. Great action early on here.
This place is filled with the ninjas who have overcome real obstacles.
Going from not being able to walk to walking up on that stage, that's the win.
It's never too late to be a ninja.
You work hard enough, you can achieve anything. That's what Ninja Warrior is all about.
Ninja Warrior, Monday on BBC and Peacock. Take less, you can have it all. There's the $5 classic box from Cream Faves, the $7 Supreme box with the swanky inside, and the $9 $15 box has a whole world of tasty indulgences, including the slow roasted kids and chicken burrito. Get bucks for less with the $5, $7, and $9 bunch scrapers boxes on top of the other.
Jesse loves playing detective.
But the real mystery is your irritated skin. So we switched to Concrete and Gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residue. Concrete and Gentle liquid is EPA Safe Choice certified. It's got to be Tide. Get a limited time offer on bonus packs for 15% more load free.
Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea.
I was going to say that I think with SmackDown's side of things, there are a lot less people whose logos are primarily red, or like their color scheme is primarily red. Don't quote me on that, though.
Sargento, a promise you can taste.
When I switch to T-Mobile, you'll give me an iPhone 16 Pro. Help pay off my old phone and still get to keep it. Oh, yes.
Because I'm only on the first SmackDown match, and I'm already up to one person whose color is primarily red. But I think it's the outlier on the side of SmackDown.
We know it's never too late to
start your degree.
Southern New Hampshire University made it possible for me to
I think.
a wife, a mom, and still be able to get my degree.
With flexible, affordable class schedules that fit right into your busy life.
It was perfect. It was my piece.
I work 9 to 5. I just fit in homework anywhere I could. I have 4 kids, and I'm very happy that they were able to see me accomplish this goal.
Learn more at snachu.edu.
Squish. Squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing. Fingers relaxed. And squish. Hey. Thank you. Good job.
Switch the rainbow. Teach the rainbow.
Big news! All-you-can-eat wings and fries is back at Buffalo Wild Wings with boneless and traditional wings. And I'm gonna eat loads of them. Truckloads of traditionals, boatloads of boneless. Throw truckloads of both because it's all you can eat and I don't have to stop.
You know, if they were going to call the two of them up to Raw, I feel like Ethan Page and Ricky Saints would make a really fun tag team. And I say to Raw because the Raw tag division needs rebuilding. Like, big time.
Torturing Javon Evans, and let me ask you this, champ. Ethan Page next to me joined us for commentary. How concerned are you at the dual threat of luchadors who you're going to be fighting at Worlds Collide, defending that championship against?
Oh, you're talking to a Canadian-born, American-made, world-traveled, greatest North American to ever hold the North American Championship. I don't really care where these wrestlers come from or what they wear across their face to cover their ugly mugs. This championship will be stained with me.
Ethan Page can attempt to defend that NXT North American Championship in 8 days. It's a fatal 4-way match. Devon Evans, who's in there right now taking damage. Ray Phoenix, his tag partner. And
Yeah, only until it's fucking... The draft's gonna happen eventually, right? Or is it just gonna be people getting called up fairly quick, in like some quick succession call-ups here? Yeah. Struggled my way to that sentence.
Again, Santos Escobar, perhaps inspired by the chaps at a ringside, barking orders to his man. The results for Los Garza of late have not been good enough. Need to step up in a big way ahead of Worlds Collide.
Devon Evans has to dig really deep here.
Oh! 5 inches! Just what are you laughing at? It's just a matter of inches, but what effort, Ethan? Oh, every inch matters.
Just brilliant there from Birds. Oh, great reactions, but didn't have the reactions to block that last second kick there from Javon Evans. The window's open. Ray Phoenix is ready, and this place will come unglued if this tag finally happens.
Both men down. There it is. Here comes Phoenix. Springboard.
I need to send Ray a text. I just realized something I haven't asked him yet.
Away, Ethan, the fatal 4-way.
Just see Ethan Page intently analyzing every single move of Ray Phoenix here.
I told you I came here to scout. Oh! Spring moonsault! And the save from Birdo.
Roberto just about in the nick of time.
Huh.
From Phoenix. That wasn't one there. That's a spider kick. And Javon had a blind tag.
Illegal now is Javon Evans.
Oh, did you see how far away? Springboard, crossbody.
Good lord, everyone's flying in this one.
Javon Evans does not fly. That man floats. He must have helium in his veins. But all 4 men now wiped out. Let's take a look back at this athleticism. First of all, from the luchador Ray Phoenix, who thought he had won. No, not today, thanks to Roberto.
All 4 of our competitors down and struggling to get back to their feet. Are they chanting this is awesome because I'm sitting out here with you guys?
No, that would be the action in the ring. Keep up that confidence for another 8 days.
I might be wrong, Tess, but I'll let you have it.
I'm going with Ethan Page on this one. No, it's awesome.
God, Ethan Page just fits commentary. Like, his commentary alone, he's fitting main roster so well. He's more than ready, man.
All right, huge week for
NXT too.
Live will be coming your way 3 p.m. Eastern Time on WWE's YouTube channel in just 8 days. That spectacular day of action on Team Senate. Opening back on their feet. Center of the ring. Back and forth. They go Siobhan Evans.
Nothing fancy now. It's all about brutality. Wait up.
Look at body control. Sitting down. And looking to put her away right here. But Evans finds a way.
Angel just about overcoming that unorthodox offense. And Ethan Page is shocked by what he's seeing. I'm surprised he took that out. Showed you how deep Siobhan Evans can dig. It's not all flashy with it. There's some real grit inside that young man. Just 21 years old. Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what they're going for here. We've seen it before, trying to line it up. Here comes Phoenix.
Well, Phoenix knew exactly what was coming there. He had to stop it in its tracks. Well, this one was going to get away from the team of...
We see CM Punk versus John Cena or Cena versus Rock final time. Cena Punk, yes. Cena Rock, no.
And now, Siobhan is gonna fall.
Come over here. Keep this in the ring, please. Siobhan Evans is out of his damn mind. Well, are you looking at me? You looking at the champ? It's got a little preview of Worlds Collide right there. Ethan Page out of his chest, squaring off to fit. Wait, oh, no, Ethan Page.
Oh, Ethan Page getting involved. Oh, is Legato gonna get a win?
Just went flying 10 feet as Siobhan Evans laid him out.
Phoenix is down. Ethan Page is down. Attempting to steal equipment was Porto, but too fast is Siobhan Evans.
God, that rebound kick is so cool. Oh yeah, show main roster what you can do on that top rope, Javon. Let's see it. Or damn, guess not. Ethan screwing over Javon, I think, works for everybody here. Javon doesn't look bad eating the pin. In fact, he looks good in defeat, especially with that bump there. Makes Legato look good heading into the 6-man match. And it gets some heat on Ethan after that. After he fucks over Javon. Like, oh man.
Siobhan Evans, that young man, came up here and put forth an incredible effort.
Well, he should have focused on his match instead of following up with my guest at ringside on commentary.
You gotta be kidding me, Wade Barrett. It's all business. That's not commentary. Pull over the entire match. Evans looked great there.
I'm not going to complain at all about Evans, but he should have minded his own business and none of that would happen.
Oh, some Wyatt 6 stuff finally. I'll give this my attention for a minute here. We won't stop until we get what's owed.
Download Monopoly Go and play the new standards today. Market through Hitler's Football Street, and our sweet and spicy Asian barbecue sauces go together like just three. Oh, couldn't agree more. And like our Anthony's best friend. Arby's, we have the meats. Are you throwing away your car insurance?
Yeah. Since he's
exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. If we help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust. Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
Don't waste money on your business mobile plan. Paying for stuff you don't need. With the new My Biz plan from Verizon Business.
God, the Y6 therapy sessions were great. Especially the Rowan one, which was so good. That was the day where I lost power in the middle of the watch along, if you guys remember. And then
We don't have to kill them.
I'm worried. I'm nervous. Everything you know about them is wrong.
Get tickets now.
Zach's giant chicken finger cakes. Get them while you can.
Cena versus Bung Allen as Survivor Series is like Cody Cena 2. SummerSlam feels that way, doesn't it?
Stop forcing ads for your forklifts. 1.8 years. Start marketing to the right people by targeting industries and functions on LinkedIn ads. Sister's birthday. She's an adult. Please help me.
So lost. Touch. Follow me.
I knew it. I'm hot.
Anytime I get an...
Thank you, Rick. I knew it.
Yeah, live action How to Train Your Dragon. That looks like a faithful recreation, as opposed to Lilo and Stitch, which if you haven't heard about that, oh boy, is all I will say to that one. I have not gone to see it. I am not going to see it. But I've heard about the big changes they made to it. If you haven't heard.
Qualified for Money in the Bank, but you can experience the non-stop excitement of Money in the Bank in LA with On Location. Of course, that's the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. You get the unrivaled access, the unmatched service, the great experiences. You can find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE.
God, I'm old enough to remember going and seeing the original How to Train Your Dragon in theaters with my grandmother. She used to take me to movies all the time when I was a kid.
Knoxville, one of my favorites, pledging allegiance to Chelsea Green, just like me and Joe Test.
No, I did not do that.
The home of the EST, the American Nightmare. We will see him later on face-to-face with John Cena.
Morris Glenn Jacobs, Hall of Famer Kane, the birth mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, where we are tonight.
Yeah, good for you if you haven't heard about it.
From Saturday night's main event. That's how the United States champion capture match with.
Yeah, good for you if you've been able to avoid it.
She earned her way to the title and has retained it, having just defeated.
You're in tank tops, shorts.
A woman has been disfigured thanks to our United States champion.
The physicality of this game you have to deal with, and Chelsea Green is dealing with the realities now with a broken nose. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Chelsea Green and Mike Vernon, representing the Secret Earth. Would you please look at Chelsea Green's protective mask?
Who to blame her? She's got a busted nose. Joe, I took a quick scan on social media.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, missing idiots. Unbelievable.
Listen, I give credit to any warrior who steps through the ropes. You can see the bruising around the eye. don't need this. I don't need Chelsea on a stick.
Thank you very much, Chelsea.
Being handed this. Oh man.
You don't desecrate the breathing apparatus of an entertainment goddess like Chelsea Green and get away with it. Alba Fire doing exactly what she's employed to do right now.
She's jumping on Selena Vega early in this non-title match here. Selena emphasizes underdog, answers every call. Time and again, so great.
This is hideous. Poor Chelsea.
She should have stayed home where it's much safer because Alba Fire is not going to let you get away with what you did at Saturday night's main event to Chelsea Green.
Alba setting up for the sidewalk slam instead counter to the head scissors. And into the cover quickly is Vega. Alba's been in control early on, but just these moments with Selena Vega where she can try to counter, try to be crafty.
She's always fighting from underneath. I don't mean this impolitely, but she is undersized, much like her mentor Rey Mysterio, and it's never really caused him any issues. But this is a highly motivated Alba Fire, the veteran Scotswoman with a major mean streak and a point to prove this evening in front of Chelsea Green.
Incredibly skilled, of course. Another opportunity.
I haven't been paying attention to Raw since that one. Or I have been paying attention to Raw, and since that one vignette, Murphy has felt off. Pretend I shrugged. I'm kind of doing something right now. But all outside of that.
United States Championship. Now Fire. Turning it right around to that corner and slamming Selena Vega.
You just see every single time Vega starts to get a little head of steam, she gets shut down by the much more powerful Alba Fire.
She puts herself in position, and Alba Fire rolls out of the ring.
Little regroup on the outside. Piper, even fellow Secret Service member, talking some tactics, and it's tactics that are paying off.
And like that.
What you call a pendulum pull hammer. Right to the jaw. Should have aimed for the nose.
Double payback?
Yeah, a little payback. Teach Selena a valuable lesson.
Whoops.
And again. Oh! Selena Vega able to counter that and put her in position.
So
and look at Chelsea's up on the apron. She's lined up potentially for a 619, and Chelsea gets up on the apron.
Well, Chelsea has a
Piper shoots her up. She was rubbing the engine.
There you go, devastation. That one was very close to the nose there. And right now, we are approaching the legion for the Green Regime.
Seriously, you're not alien anymore?
The grave implanted an inhibitor in me, blocking me from my true alien form.
What are we supposed to do now?
It's a bitch. There must be some way to reverse it and get my alien energy back. Oh, now that I'm human, I find her face repulsive.
Resident Alien. New season next Friday at 11 on USA and Sci-Fi. Stream from the beginning on Peacock.
Cashapp. Critics everywhere are raving about The Venetian Scheme. It's Wes Anderson's best film since The Grand Budapest Hotel. My great-grandfather built the hotel. The Venetian Scheme.
Oh man, what was I gonna say? I feel like I had someone I was gonna tell you all. I don't have any big announcements to make right now.
The funniest movie of the year.
I wish I did.
Oh dear.
How much time does this have? 18 minutes. Perfectly fine. We're not in time. The Venetian Scheme. Rated PG-13.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything like huge to announce tonight. If people have got questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But like,
And together.
I don't have any big announcements, unfortunately. I wish I did.
And find the right solution for your business.
Like you told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. That's time.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. Make a splash with another Twisted Tea jar. Twisted Tea fans want the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Milk tea, the finest second of all.
We're here for our convertible.
How about this suit?
Get out of here.
Here's the Shibuja.
When she has disowning thing.
Okay, let's move on.
Where are those trucks? We're right here.
Whatever it is. We're here for it. Still here.
Pepperoni back to Papa Johnson. More pepperoni than we'll have to come to.
So many orders and then staff up.
What am I excited about on the road to WrestleMania? Money in the Bank qualifiers. For you guys to see where things are really going with a lot of stuff. Let's see.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games. No fun.
Yes, Dutch. Meanwhile, at a Verbo, you always have your vacation home to yourself. Make it a Verbo.
Let's see. What
Please.
else am I excited about?
That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze air mist. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Let's see. I'm excited for you guys to see where the stuff with Seth and Ciampa is going, because it's really only just getting started this week. Because Seth's been doing some side quests first, kinda.
With the United States champion. Either against Alpha Fire after that woman right there, Chelsea Green, a week ago. Her nose was broken when she was defeated.
Seth's been kind of side questing before the match with Ciampa, so that build finally starts this week.
While this for Selena Vega right here in Knoxville, Tennessee, is another taste of what we call Southern justice. Your just deserves that. A ruthless, barbaric attack on Chelsea Green at Saturday night's main event.
The diplomatic Selena Vega with all that spirit, all that heart, constantly just tries to find a way to fight back like moments like that way. Just like that.
Bouncing off the ropes, driving that knee into the side of Alpha Fire gets a little breathing room for Selena Vega. Just sense that Selena Vega is making this beatdown worse than it ever had to.
A bit preoccupied with these now, but his brothers. Yup.
Will be face-to-face later tonight, right here on Friday Night SmackDown, live from Knoxville. Rhodes and Cena still to come their way.
The audience just taunting Chelsea Green at ringside, who's had to deal with a lot over the past several days. And the only thing that's going to make it better is seeing Selena Vega get beat down.
Sever Cross versus Nathan, Joe versus Bloodline, Seth Ciampa. Oh, there's still plenty to get excited about as well. We got Rhea and Jordan as well, the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. The build to that's really going to start heating up now. This is the week where things is going to start getting real, is what I will say. Monday is where things start picking up.
Scrappy women's titleist comes in with the clothesline and another.
It's all going wrong for the Green Regime. Once again, it's like deja vu when it comes to Selena Vega.
For that right shoulder, she has taken so much punishment to this point. She comes flying into the corner and delivers the knees. And now Selena. Perhaps an opportunity for what she does best.
Big ideas here. Viva la Vega!
For the win. Hooks the leg. The kick out by Fire.
Well, that might have been Selena Vega's biggest shot of victory here. She threw the big one. It wasn't quite enough. Alba Fire was just equal to it.
Wow, Chelsea. Second with her right in the face of Selena Vega. Vega, suplex gets locked up by Alba Fire.
Alba Fire is just too big and too strong to take a move like that from Selena Vega.
Meanwhile, the counter when she went for the vertical suplex. And now here goes Vega back up.
There we go. Had to send him in Ray to show him I got it done. Oops. I did nearly send a massive WrestleMania spoiler to Pierre because I opened my DMs and it was Pierre there instead of Ray because Pierre and I had just been DMing a little earlier.
And that simply angers our fight. We'll take another look at Zelina Vega converting this suplex to a stunner. While then eating its huge
So that would have been a big whoops on my part.
majorly on the wrong side of the track. Oh my god. What is it, John? That's the broken nose. Oh, it's back on.
Oh! Piper just got decked.
And now chasing Vega with that broken nose. Oh, that could have been dangerous as Alba nearly hit the face. Code red! We got a code red! Sit down again!
Huh.
It's away lately. Well, Chelsea Green has approached those. Now Piper Niven has approached those. Who's next? Alba Fire. What an absolute distress once again from Zelina Vega.
Look, at tonight, we're going to follow the plan. If you follow the plan, we will win. No mistakes. Do you? Do you? Because I seem to be taking bypass after bypass after bypass after bypass, sacrificing myself for you. Do you understand that I gave up my chance to be in this match tonight for you?
Include on massive plans. See, if it was my plans, I would have just sent it, no problem. I'd have been like, oh, well, I'll just go ahead and let Pierre on this one. But it's one of Ray's plans, so I always wait for Ray to tell the creative team about those.
Look, Mike, I appreciate everything you're trying to do. I appreciate you sacrificing yourself for me, taking the black match multiple times, helping me win Andre the Giant Battle Royal. But nobody told you. Look, the run the play, exactly like you designed. What brought me to the dance is my talent. It's the fact that I go out there and I do it better than anybody else does. I put up 40 points on the board on a bad day. I'm here. I need for you to let me be. Good? Still the thing, man. What is it? Melodon Miz, and we are.
Oh, Miz is turning on him tonight.
But Danny Priest is ready to move onward. What's next for Priest? We will hear from him live next.
Fanatics Fest NYC is back and coming in top. I'm in the field, you can on the main line.
I can see Mariah debut Evolution. Maybe. Huh.
Second at the Javits Center. Tickets on sale now at fanaticsfest.com.
When you think of me, you should think of fire.
You don't choose to be a killer.
Yeah. Mellow Don't Miz was fun while it lasted, but it looks like it's about to be rip to that team. But the SmackDown tag team scene was so stacked that I think it's alright. I think it's alright to lose them. They weren't really going for the tag titles anyway.
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love.
Since their contract's up, I can see it. I think WWE frequently, or not WWE, I think AEW frequently just keeps people on the roster until their, what do you call it, their contract is up. Like, I think they then take them off the roster as, like, a sign of, yep, contract's up, they're gone. I could be wrong though. Like,
came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications.
by no means. Oh shit, man.
Save that extra $200-$300.
By no means do I think you should quote me on that.
Using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can hit hard too for a little skinny day. So it puts less stress on our household and it puts less stress on our pockets.
When you see what's really like when our skin touches gold, you see why we need Downy. Adding Downy to your wash not only makes your clothes feel softer on your skin, do your laundry. No, not even WhatsApp can hear your personal messages. So your baby's first introductions stay private. What you want to do is save hundreds for making a that customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty. You've got the business. We've got the Verizon business experts. Oh. And together, magic happens. And you're all set. Let's team up and find the right solutions for your business. Did you know your brain has 3 dimensions of memory? Working, short term, and long term. That's why we created new Nariva Memory 3D. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva's revolutionary formula has clinically tested ingredients to support 3 dimensions of memory. Take it from me.
Come on.
An elephant never forgets. When you need to remember.
Still an hour left in the fucking show, man.
You can guess where you are.
I'm trying not to just be like yawning and not saying much, but I also just don't have much to say, and it's hot as shit in my room. And like the issue is the solution to making it not hot in my office is to open the door. But I can't do that because then Alex and Hemlock both just get full blast my voice louder than normal. And then the cats get unrestricted access to coming in here, and they just, because they don't get to be in my office terribly often, when they come in here, they get like, oh, new stuff. The door is open. And it leads to them just getting on stuff, knocking stuff over, getting in stuff that they're not supposed to.
Throughout my entire career, even back when I started in Japan, I had one goal. It's not to be the best. Everyone say that. It's hollow and empty. My goal is to be indisputable. You can love me or hate me, admiration or disgust. It means nothing, but I'm impossible to deny.
Also, hell yeah, Julia getting the Money in the Bank spot.
View them as an opportunity to build upon my legacy. Evidence you cannot refute. SmackDown, you will see. I will hit harder, move faster, think sharper, and conquer everything, just like I've always done. The question isn't who's going to let me. It's who's gonna stop me. 止めれるものなら止めてみな。I see you, Maria. But I see subtitle for
So apparently Drew is Apparently Drew is hurt, and he's got injuries he's got to recover, which is why Priest beat him at Saturday Night's main event. Either the U.S. title or the briefcase. Yep, I'm down for either.
Wait, I think about this stretch that Priest has been on. Long and damaging road to endure as they travel by Priest. And he threw McIntyre every step of the way, match after match, fight after fight, Sin City Street style, no matter where or how, and now with the last echo of a steel cage slam.
This was last Saturday night's main event, 12-month block feud between these two coming to a head. One of the most intense matches of the year. Priest finally putting McIntyre down for good with that devastating concerto, and then Priest able to exit the cage in the most
The non-pyro, yep. Pyro sound effect, that's all you get.
from the pride of Puerto Rico itself. Tennessee. Ever since I beat Drew on Saturday, it's like I'm breathing in fresh air. You know, there was a time where if I lived on a street, I would go beefing with another street, that walking door, and that walking door for years. But in WWE, you have a beef with somebody, you have a match, and it's over. But Drew and I, we went well over here, and that's not normal.
Yeah, because you lost clean at Mania and then attacked him, you dick. The feud was over, then you attacked him.
You can see it in my face. We went to war. At the end of this war, Saturday night's main event, I gave him a concerto, I walked out the door, and I put his ass in the past. Now, I know Drew is somewhere recovering from his scrambled brains, but I know he's watching. So I want to say something to you, Drew. I still can't stand your ass. But the Drew McIntyre that stepped in that cage wasn't the guy that hides behind his phone on social media. That was the old Drew, the warrior, and I appreciate that. Now, I'm not going to ask what's next for Damian Priest. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell the locker room. It's the same thing I wanted when I came to SmackDown. Championships. Now, this war cost me an opportunity in being in Money in the Bank. But that doesn't mean I don't have my eyes on a certain champion. Somebody who I have unfinished business with, and a champion that I consider the most badass champion right now. Y'all know who it is. Jacob Fatu. Now, Jacob, I respect the hell out of you, man. This is me. I know where you came from. I know what you had to live through. I know what it feels like to stand in this ring. I know what it feels like to stand in this ring as a champion. Real talk. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. That's real. What I don't respect is the crew that follows you around. Check that. What I don't respect is the crew you follow around.
Excuse me.
In this ring, we're gonna handle business, but that's for you and me. And if your crew, your so-called family want to get involved, they can catch a fresh one too. I don't want it to be a nickname anymore. I don't want it to be a moniker. I want it to be a fact. Damian Priest is and forever will be El Campeón. We're back.
So Priest is coming for the U.S. title. Sure.
Who does not do well unless he's in possession of or in the hunt for gold. But he has a certain Samoan werewolf in his line on.
It'll be a fun hoss fight. Hi, JT.
Aston, you've received.
Timing could be better.
JT's awake now. Doing better than I was this time yesterday. I was still unconscious this time yesterday. What did I just launch? Oh, well, that was, that would be Freddy Fazbear's ear that I just launched.
The U.S. champ, Jacob.
I'll have to re-3D print his head. I was going to have to do that anyway, but...
He's this
Whoops.
atmospheric change in the arena. The Samoan werewolf.
Imperium versus Motor City, the 2 out of 3 was match of the year. I feel like I liked their other matches more, personally. Granted, I'm still kind of bitter. I'm still kind of bitter. I had to commentate 2 fucking 25-minute wars between Motor City and Imperium. And then the one I didn't have to commentate goes like 15. If even. It was a fun match. I also think that maybe... I think I liked either the SummerSlam or Survivor Series one more personally, but... Probably the SummerSlam one, because it was the first time.
American Bash. Tonight's main event. And in history-making all-women spectacle evolution. It goes. One unforgettable weekend. Tickets on sale now.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we do not lose our voices.
We are all recent years. We all had this feeling that something special was gonna happen. And trust me, it did. That is the best feeling in the world.
Tuesday, NBC and Peacock. Buying a car is kind of a big deal. You deserve something you love. Because it's where big life things happen. And little ones too. This is your car. And sometimes dogs. Oh, it's okay. We're good. You're going big places. Wait, where are you going? At Car Gurus, we get it. It's the #1 most visited car shopping site. The biggest selection of cars. We make sure your big deal.
Ugh, Car Gurus. I used to work at a car dealership, so I have a lot of history with having to deal with them.
Always made to order. Hand-smashed Angus beef patty seared to perfection. Meet America's Smashable Burger. The Sonic Smasher.
When I switched to T-Mobile,
Although, was Car Gurus where I got my hybrid? I think it was. Yeah, it was where I found my hybrid as well. So, I liked my hybrid until it started fucking dying on me a year into not even a year into having it.
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. That's a pizza now and a free pizza later. Get even more with a Hut hookup. Order now, only on the Pizza Hut app. No one else Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I don't bring in guest commentators terribly often. Pretty much if I do, it's other universe mode creators that I also watch or have a pre-existing friendship with. So
We've been in business for over 100 years. Main Street needs reliable
I
power.
haven't had a match with my Patrick Warburton voice.
They've helped make Georgia
Maybe one day.
business.
If I was ever going to do it, it'd be for ARW or something.
Thank you, Georgia, for being there for us.
CeraVe Hydrating Sheer Tint Sunscreen. Now in 3 flexible shades for a healthy glow. This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays, and this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee. I know. It was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
The upcoming season of Love Island USA. What do you see?
It's too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is
Who's Irony and Joe? What? I assume you mean Kronk and Joe? You know, Joe Swanson, the guy in the wheelchair from Family Guy. Hey, Peter, have you seen my wheelchair? That guy. Or Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. He's the one that has the poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specifically to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison?
Andrade, former United States champion himself in there tonight at moments against the current United States champion in our Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. Weighing in at 230 pounds.
So it's Fatu, it's Andrade, and Mello, right? Yeah. I'm good with any of them. I'm good with any of these. Dijak voice. The Dijak voice is Patrick Warburton. Like that's actually what Patrick Warburton sounds like as a human being, and so I have Dijak sound like that because I think it's funny.
Accompanied by the Miz from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is the winner of the 2025 Under the Sun Memorial Battle Royal.
Sky Blue, Jamie Hayter, and WWE Director Mariah May. Oh man, I want WWE to focus on who they. I want WWE to focus on who they've got, and I want AEW to succeed. And to succeed, they need a strong women's division, and I think Jamie and Sky Blue are two strong women. Don't get me wrong, as someone who more often watches WWE than AEW, I'd love to see Jamie Hayter and Sky Blue on my TV more regularly, but like, I also don't want just everyone to go to WWE because then we get the overcrowding issue.
All right, so here's the deal here. We've got
And Miz is here too. Yep. Miz sure does a good job at just being here too.
How fascinating would it be to see Solo Sikoa and Fatu competing against each other in Money in the Bank? Do they team up? Do they rip each other apart? Does Fatu fall in line behind Sikoa? A lot of questions. Very intriguing.
Spark early on Andrade in there against Jacob Fatu. Look at how quickly Andrade is managing with his ring generalship. Cross body comes flying in. Looking to witness it right away. Immediately, Fatu kicks out, and Carmelo Hayes goes on the attack.
So fast moving is Carmelo Hayes. Major history between him and Andrade. Of course, they had that best of 7 series last year. There was no satisfactory conclusion to it. Maybe we'll get one tonight. Oh. Perfect timing from the Samoan werewolf. Just as Mello took flight. What a connection right at the point of the jaw.
And the chance of Fatu. Fatu. When he does that shake and shimmer, you know, oh, the Miz grabs his foot.
Oh, Miz.
attack, and that's not going to go over well. Neville back in the ring, looking for the roll-up. But instead, Fatu hangs onto it.
How many times has the Miz body on the line to help Mello? He's taking black mass after black mass after black mass. Now he gets in the face of Jacob Fatu.
Meanwhile, Andrade back in to take advantage.
Oh, Miz, you done fucked up.
Oh, Andrade came diving after Fatu. Fatu met him with the right hand. Oh, he sends the Miz right into the barrier.
Thanks for coming, Miz. Your mentorship days may end right now.
Watch it. Destructive running hip attack. The Miz is laid out on the outside.
It's nothing. With the new bounty. It's 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And one shit holds up better while ordinary brands fall apart.
Get more done with one. Bounce. The quicker picker up.
There's a reason they don't call them pain bikes, am I right? Because of dirt bike.
Gas station.
You gotta start at the top and work your way down. Want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your own always level with us.
Look at this hot rodder. I got another Papa Pairings order. I need 3 medium pepperoni, 2 more.
Okay.
See you at the summit. We're making these Papa Pairings for $6.99 each. Better ingredients?
I got any burning questions for me tonight that are not going to make me pull my hair out, JT?
How about an SUV?
Want to get out of here?
Yes, that's Shibuda.
For those wondering, I'm up to 42 cards made. Like of the playing cards for the WrestleMania graphics.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Up to 42 cards made. And I am not done.
This is not a blue moon.
Haven't done either of the Money in the Bank matches, which is 16 more cards in total, because it's got to be 8 people for the men, 8 people for the women. I'm saving those for last. Like I'm saving those for last. Dream Evolution card.
For all of life's
I don't know, man.
it's got to be time. Get a limited time offer on bonus packs with 15% more loads free.
I graduated from Southern New Hampshire University.
See Rhea and Jordan, obviously, but they're on different shows, so that's not going to happen.
I spoke to the admission counselor. We applied right then and there.
That's when the journey really begins.
Going through the program, having the support that I had really helped me understand where I can go.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's also tedious. I mainly said it because, oh my god, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches to do these for. So you wish you could do anything worse, but the game just prevents you. Oh god.
Tasty.
That's a good question. Let's see.
With new mixing bowl mats.
Full show? I can't think of any. Like, there's a lot of stipulations I'd love to do. 5v5 matches is the big one where, like, there's so much I would rather.
DQ Summer Blizzard menu because nothing says summer like baseball and blizzard treats.
Oh, one will believe that the match is screaming.
There's so many, like, 5v5s that would have been cool to do. Like, I'd love to be able to do, like, going back to, you know, season 2. You know, whoops, shit. My wedding ring just fell off. Hold on. Well, let's see. What was season 3? Season 3 it wasn't War Games just yet. Season 3. Was there a men's Survivor Series match in season 3? I don't think there were. I think it was just no, I guess not. I guess it was just the women's that season, I think. But yeah, 5v5s is the big one. Especially with especially with you know, war games that would be a lot of fun to be able to do 5v5, like. All that kind of stuff, but overall, like just full shows. I'm trying to think of any that's like full shows that I haven't been able to do. Scramble match in the Game of the Future. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, Jacob Batu took care of that as he attacked the Miz with the big shot into the timekeeper barrier. The Miz has been brought back for medical attention, so no advantage for Mello. As would you look at Andrade on the rope for the senton.
Iron Survivor would be nice to have, like actual Iron Survivor.
You don't even get to do a pin because Jacob Batu turns up and wrecks shot. I mean, you went for broke Andrade. It looked incredible. But look at what you are up against.
Batu has his prey lined up. Jump up moonsault opportunity is thwarted by Andrade.
Andrade lying in wait there. Perfect moment to strike. You have to pull off something special, something unanticipated against Jacob Batu. Where are we going here?
Moonsault attack, doubles up and lands it.
Hey, Brantley. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm good with anyone in this, but I'd love a Mello win because I think Mello winning the briefcase would be a lot of fun. Solo accidentally costing Jacob here. Like Solo accidentally costing Jacob here would be, I think, a good move to have. Just Solo got in, but he accidentally made it where Jacob couldn't. Let's see. Put 5 people from ARW into the main universe. Who would they be, and what program would I put them in? Okay. I'm not going to count myself or Carnold, because we've both been in ARW and the main universe at this point. And both will with TNA, because Carnold and I are both part of the new TNA roster. So, I'll say... And I won't say Cena either, because that's definitely a cop-out.
Into the cover, hook in the leg. And that left shoulder getting up from Andrade.
Nice leg kick out from Andrade, a man who exudes class and style.
An offensive run from Mello, the first 48. The attack on Andrade, looking to win. You can see him trying to shake things off.
I feel like Team Rocket, that'd be fun. Just who they'd go into a program with, I'm not sure immediately, but something where like Giovanni's trying to buy out a show in the LS11 universe.
In 2024, the intent 7-match series.
Just cannot take the look at the size. Jacob Batu for more than 10 seconds. And look where they're lined up. Remember what happened to the Miz just minutes ago.
He had to be taken out by medical personnel, and now Batu's got both of them lined up. So here it comes. Batu.
Oh! I'll get back to that on the RW one. What kind of gauntlet match do I prefer, the Rumble style or the one at a time? It depends on the match. I mean, it just really depends on the match. When I want to tell a story, like I did with Austin Theory, Team Rocket recruit Thea Hale. I mean, but like, yeah, no, like, you know, when I wanted to tell a story, like I did with Austin Theory, where like, when I wanted to tell the story of Austin Theory running the gauntlet himself, like going through all 9 competitors on his own and just barely eking it out. then the one at a time worked better. But in a case of like where it is every man for himself, and I think there's more fun to be had.
No one can see or hear your personal messages. Not even this.
Like,
Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. That's a pizza now and a free pizza later. Get even more.
the big every man for himself one, like what I did in LAW a lot. I also just really like those because I think they're a lot of fun and they add a lot of make it very spontaneous and you really don't know what's going to happen next. So I like both. I don't really have a preference. I think when it comes to doing a bit, like when it comes to having a lot of people in it, I like the Rumble style one more. When it comes to telling a story and I have like a story I want to tell through the match, it's the other one. It's the 1v1s. I like both though. Like, exactly. Like, I couldn't have had Axiom come back out and cost, or I couldn't have had JD McDonough get cued by me on commentary, then me pretend I didn't know he was coming out, and him costing Axiom. I couldn't have done that in the Rumble style one. But then like the weird team ups you'll get and stuff like that in the Rumble style one, I really like that as well. Like, the only downside that comes out of the one-on-one one is you have people acting like you're burying your whole roster when someone runs the gauntlet, when that's the furthest thing from the truth. You're just making a big deal out of someone. Yes, I'm still a little bitter that someone claimed Theory was burying the roster by running the gauntlet. Also, who the fuck was he burying? Like, look at the names he pinned in there. AJ Francis. Tongaloa. Like, let's be real. But that's neither here nor there. People be like that, exactly. And it admittedly gets under my skin more than it should. Like, and I know that. I know I shouldn't let it get under my skin the way it does.
The big story that is developed in our men's Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match is what happened moments ago with Jacob Fatu.
Anyone see the Omos interview with CVV this week? Because I watched it yesterday during my 12 hours in the car. And my God, do I love Omos more than I already did. The guy's laugh is just infectious. His laugh is so contagious, so wholesome. He just seems like such a nice guy. I really want them to do stuff with Omos. Exactly. Theory's the superhero of the story. And he beat LA Knight, but he beat LA Knight first. He beat LA Knight first and pretty undecisively. Like, that's how I'm looking at it, you know? Uh-oh. Jesus!
Assist by the man who we thought was down. We thought he was out. How does he do this time and again? Two.
Good God.
Into the cover to get some money in the bank. And Andrade breaks it up. Normal rules just do not apply when you're dealing with Jacob Fatu. All bets are off after what should have been the death blow to Jacob Fatu in this match. He bounces back and almost grabs victory back. How much is left in the tank of any one of these three men?
Four qualifiers winning number 5. Andrade, Mello, Fatu.
The dogs are off the chain now.
When he gains momentum, when he gains control, you got to give everything you can. Looking to a Samoan drop as Mello tries to fight back and then spinning back elbow by Andrade. Shoulders are down.
That was a double pin. Who would have won? You can't have two winners, but regardless, even two men pinning him, Batu refused to stay down.
Oh, here comes Solo and JC.
JC Mateo.
Ostensibly down here to cheer their man on and perhaps provide a little assistance to Jacob Batu, as much as Batu likes to do things on his own.
Off the springboard for Mello, looking for the win.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Solo Sikoa apparently has a game plan here with JC Mateo in top.
Solo Sikoa yelling out some more. Remember, Cena and Cody will be face to face in mere moments. That's at the conclusion of this thrilling Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match.
So look in the eye of Jacob Batu. He doesn't seem too pleased that Solo and Mateo are out here. At times, Batu just wants to walk alone.
He's doubling up, looking for the Samoan drop, but he hits it on Andrade.
Mello scrambled out of there just when he got right up.
What he does best, that jump up, mighty move.
Uh-oh.
Andrade gets out of the way.
Nothing but net.
Possible second. The last possible second.
Yes, come on, Mello.
Countering it is Andrade. Back and forth. The seesaw continues to get to Money in the Bank.
There's still no separating these two. Oh, no, it's back.
Good God.
48 by Mello. And spinning elbow by Andrade.
These two are cooking, man.
Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo.
No, JT. No, I don't. The one thought I have is it sucks, and I don't enjoy it.
Money in the Bank. One of these three men is trying to gain entry here from 14,600 at the University of Tennessee. We are high up on Rocky Top, and they have been rocking and rolling in this triple threat.
Spike down on the top of his head, and this is Jacob Batu about to dog walk some people.
From the implant DDT to just tossing Mello into the corner. And now delivering that running hip attack. And again, the implant of that on Andrade.
No defending that if you're Andrade. Double jump moonsault.
He lands it, but Solo's up on the apron.
I think Mello might be about to win it.
He's saying do it again. Meanwhile, he could have gotten into the cover there.
Well, Andrade's a hell of a competitor.
JC Mateo's putting him around.
Oh, there's Big Jim. Oh, no, I think Andrade's going to win. Andrade's going to Money in the Bank.
The confusion that Solo Sikoa caused. The arrival of Jimmy Uso, and then Andrade takes advantage.
Batu had this match won. He did. So
Andrade's going to be the one going to Money in the Bank. All right. I would have liked to see Mello in Money in the Bank because I would have liked to see him win the briefcase, but this is apparently reportedly going to be the last Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Or rumored to be. I'm not going to say reportedly. I don't want to spread false information on that one. But reports and rumors are saying that Triple H wants to get rid of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Yeah, I was fine with any of the options as well.
Congratulations to Andrade on punching his ticket to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Speaking of tickets punched, my next guest has punched his. My God. Want to see the punch tickets around here? Everybody talks about punch tickets. WWE Instagram, punch tickets. Commentators, punch tickets. You talking about punch tickets? I guess I punched my ticket to Money in the Bank. It's only 8 days away. You other guys punch tickets. Who are they? Well, you got Andrade. You got Penta. You got Seth's, what's his name? Seth Rollins. It's Solo Sikoa. They're all in. They all punch your tickets. And everybody's going to be climbing that ladder, trying to get it, putting everything on the line that they can. Now, if this is a one-on-one match, I'd go ahead and I'd call my shot. And I'd say, I'm going to run up there, grab that case, and I'm going to cash it in. But you got to understand, this is my 3rd year in a row now. So I understand what this is. You can call me the vet in this match. Some people say, well, maybe that's Seth is the vet in this. And some people be wrong. Because with 33 years in a row now, you're talking about the most robust and the most recent experience. Yeah. And what that means is...
I really hope that out of the people in there, LA Knight wins the briefcase. It's going to fucking be Seth, but, you know. They're just going to put it on Seth, but...
The way I've been running, at this point, they should be in my past, maybe even my present. Why don't you go ahead and punch that ticket? But while we're talking about... What's up, man?
Oh.
That one, special.
It is headed our way. It is so good to have the American Nightmare back to business. Cody Rhodes face to face with John Cena. That's next.
One day, CM Punk kicks off with a message for Seth freaking Rollins ahead of his triple threat qualifying match for Money in the Bank. While another women's qualifier takes the stage.
That's what this is all about.
Raw, Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
You got the business. Let's check it out. We've got the Verizon business experts. And together, magic happens.
Oh.
You got the vision. We've got the network to help your business grow. You got the ambition. And you're all set.
Come on, El Grande. Oh, yeah, he's a qualifier, isn't he?
This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a smoker. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a sandwich. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a sandwich.
Have the meats. Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans will be...
Punk Age El Grande is going to cook. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that's the match. I was genuinely like half paying attention to the advert because I'm...
Founder of Signal Elite. Much of my career has been working in construction.
Just because I'm making these graphics.
That active lifestyle was caused my body to hurt. I didn't want to let this affect my family or my life, and that's what motivated me to create a team to build the Signal Elite patch. Clinically proven to reduce the impact of pain. The patch is a game changer. No creams, no pills, no wires. The patch is reusable, and there's a real money-back guarantee. Whether it's your neck, back, knee, shoulder, or just aches and pains, this patch can give you your life back. When I gave my best friend a patch with tears in his eyes, he said it was the first time in 16 years he did not hurt.
For all the fucking memes in the world, El Grande wins the briefcase, and that's when Chad runs into problems. That's what I want as well. Just like, oh, I see. I might have made a mistake here. I was not expecting this as being how we get Punk AJ. True. I hadn't even thought about that either. First feud we did with Punk in LS11 Universe when he came back to WWE. I also will not forget the fucking day Punk was coming back to LS11 Universe.
Star Wars event today.
Why did you wipe clean better?
Is it extra large?
Oh, they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry. Let's watch. The wet side clears while the dry just smears.
It's just
Like, I just so distinctly remember January 1st, 2024. You know, that's the day we bring Punk back to LS11 Universe. Like, he's been gone for several months at this point. I've been emphatic that he's not coming back. Like, I just think it's so funny. I'm like, I'm so emphatic. Like, it's not happening. I'm not bringing him back. But I'm being so specific about my wording. And JT, actually, I remember specifically you in the Discord kind of called me on this. You were like, what if Xander's being very specific with his wording? Because everyone was thinking Punk was going to come to SmackDown and be like Cody's next feud or something. Like, I remember a couple people thought at SummerSlam Punk was going to show up when Drew won the title, like, to help Drew win. It was like, I didn't do that for many reasons. One, my big condition to Ray with Punk coming back to LS11 Universe was, you know, I don't want him anywhere near this 6 story. The 6 story is already starting to get towards spinning its wheels for me, which I think we ended it at the right time, personally.
The last time, I do not need your help.
But my point being, like, we knew he was coming back, he was going to be on Raw, because I had just been like, Ray, I don't want to do part of SmackDown, because I don't want him anywhere near Cody. I don't want people thinking that we're doing the 6 versus CM Punk. Like, when all the people were coming out and the big brawl was going down between the 6 and the SmackDown locker room in the main event of SummerSlam, I was like, I'm glad that we're not bringing Punk here, because it was going to overshadow the big moment. It'd been like, yeah, sure, the near 500-day reign is over, but CM Punk's back. And that's not what I wanted in the slightest. I was like, that's the opposite of what I want, actually. I wanted all eyes to be on Drew, you know. And so, but where I was going with that is I just so distinctly remember people were like, yep, Punk's going to show up on SmackDown. Punk's going to show up at the next pay-per-view. I just remember, like, SummerSlam happened, and one guy was like, great show. Punk's going to show up at the next pay-per-view, right? Well, the next pay-per-view was the all-women's Evolution. And so I was like, I wouldn't get your hopes up, because why would Punk show up at Evolution? Right? I was like, why would Punk show up at Evolution? And no one really picked up that's what I meant when I said I wouldn't get your hopes up. And I was just always like, he's not going to show up on SmackDown this week. He's not going to show up on SmackDown next week. And I remember JT in the Discord was like, what if Xander is being specific with his wording? He's saying he's not going to show up on SmackDown next week because he's going to show up on SmackDown in a couple weeks. He's going to show up on the next pay-per-view. And I was like, all right. He's starting to crack the code. I was like, he's starting to crack the code a little bit here. Because the code was, never once did the words, he's not showing up, full stop, leave my mouth.
With the victory over Jade Cargill and Nia Jax earlier tonight. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match was to be revealed.
But of course, the men's Money in the Bank might get some massive hitters in this one, as Penta, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Andrade, as we just saw, and of course...
Yep, no one called that he was going to be at day 1. Not a single person predicted he was going to show up on that night. And I just remember where I was going with this. I remember getting, like, annoyed because there's one guy, he's not been in the chat in a long time. Like, it's very rare you hear me actually get annoyed and talk about one person in particular. But, like, I think all of you know. Zach, I know, knows who I'm talking about. Because Zach was here for the longest when this guy was around. Just, I couldn't exist for 30 seconds during a premiere or a live stream or anything without this guy asking me 1,000,001,001 fucking questions. most of which had nothing to do with the show. Like, his favorite thing to ask me was, what was my favorite Batman game? And I just never answered it, because I haven't really played any of the Batman games all the way through. Not enough to have an actual answer. And he would always ask, like, when's this going to happen? When's this person going to come back? When's this person going to win this? When's this person going to do that? It's like, stop asking for spoilers. And then on day one Raw, in the middle of the show, he goes, when's CM Punk coming back? I just had to be like, I am not going to talk about that. I've made it very clear I'm not talking about CM Punk. And then, like, fucking 20 minutes later, main event of Raw goes down. AJ Styles and Johnny Gargano have a banger of a match. AJ wins. I thank everyone. I say I'm excited for 2024 in the LS11 universe. And then... and you just kind of hear me go, it's a mighty cold day in hell. Yep, again, people will be like that. It's true. People do be like that. Doesn't mean it doesn't annoy the shit out of me when they are like that after several warnings. I haven't checked. I think Ray may have just ended up banning that guy and not telling me. Because that's the thing with me, and you guys have seen it, is it takes a lot to get me to the point of actually banning someone. Even when, like, arguably they should have been banned by now.
Here on SmackDown just didn't feel complete without Cody Rhodes on the scene post WrestleMania. We're so thrilled he's back, but Cody Rhodes doesn't look complete without the gold around his waist, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you ignore it, it'll cease to exist. That's kind of how I handled it. I ignored him, and I think either Ray banned him and didn't tell me, or he just finally stopped. I got nothing to tell you on that one, JT. Could see the Brawls making sure Punk doesn't win on Monday. Yeah, I think that's very possible.
What do you want to talk about?
Hey, he said the thing!
I'd be remiss if we didn't point out that we could talk about the record crowd here this evening. I love you too, buddy. Thank you very much.
And I love you, random citizen.
After WrestleMania 41, I went home, drowned my sorrows, might have touched the Tennessee cough syrup a little bit. I had a doubtful moment, and I reached out to a friend. Again, doubtful moment. This is a friend who helps me prepare for moments like this, when I'm speaking to a wonderful audience like we have here, when I'm speaking to everybody at home. And I asked him, I said,
oh, thanks, Tony.
Good champion.
When is your what? I don't know what you're asking of me, JT.
His answer, it wasn't as simple as yes or no. He said, with everything that you face here in the ring in front of all of you, and with everything that you face behind the scenes, being pulled in different directions, the waters that you had to navigate that no champion has ever had to navigate. He said, yes, you were a good champion, and I felt good. That was a hopeful moment. That was a silver lining on a dark cloud. And I started to think about my whole year. I thought about AJ Styles feigning retirement and getting the drop on me. I thought about my friend sucker punching me on the side of my own bus while my family slept on the other side.
When are you getting Miz?
I thought about the final boss asking me for my soul, and the entire world theorizing what he meant. And as preposterous as it sounded,
Oh, dropping his brims.
Was that he was 100% serious, and no matter how many times I say no,
That one was on me. I bumped my internet antenna on my computer. It's my Hollywood ending match. All I said was I don't plan on doing any kind of Hollywood ending matches. That's all I said.
I thought about John Cena doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He forced me to make a choice, and I hesitated. I don't know if John Cena is going to ruin professional wrestling, but if he does, then I'm partially to blame. Now, I know I'd love to say this to John Cena's face, not sure if he's going to come out here right now, but if you are listening, champ, I need you to know that I will never hesitate with you again. I need you to know that no matter how much you tout the amount of days you have left, no matter how much you talk about what remains before you abscond with the WWE Championship and you leave all of us forever, I need you to know that is not your expiration. Your expiration sits on the other side of these corneas right here, and it's going to burn your ass up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cody is locking in.
Guys, it's my first night back on SmackDown. I thought so much about you. What can I do for you when I get back? What can I do for the WWE Universe? Hey, I'm back on SmackDown. How about a surprise? Oh! Well, you guys seem hungry. Perhaps we should eat. I don't know. I mean, that would be a very big surprise. That would be the biggest surprise. That would be my partner riding the battle at Money in the Bank. And hell yeah, he's here. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy, Jey Uso's here. That's the big surprise, huh?
The World Heavyweight Champion, your World Heavyweight Champion,
How'd you add Spider-Man Elizabeth as many continuity if I was forced to? Okay, I'm being forced to. Got it. Fucking A. And anomaly, an anonymously large sum of money. Well, I will say that I will say that I am sticking hard by my rule of not having fictional characters join the main universe, like comic book characters and stuff. I am gonna stick to my guns on that. But Spider-Man, I mean, God, he probably looked like. Who would I compare his booking most to?
Michael Jordan's the only guy who can compare in terms of confidence. I wish that Curry, his brand value there, the brand awareness. I wanted to take on it to see if the true value. What do you want your legacy to be? The business of Stephen Curry. Reviews Wednesday. You know the words, memento mori.
I mean, I'd probably book him as the Human Spider, just for some continuity there.
Remember, you must die. Remember, you must die.
Huge news. You can get a set of for just
He'd be booked like the Human Spider, and
is $3. Thank you for bacon that just won't quit. Gotta be winning.
I don't know, man. Just he'd be booked like the basic underdog, fairly similar to Johnny Gargano booking, I guess. Only fighting guys bigger than him and winning.
Popping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I can get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work.
Next vision. What about Bully McGuire? How many people would get dirt in their eyes? All of them. Everyone would get dirt in their eyes that way. Speaking of, forgot to show you guys. I got it. The pre-order got sold out the first time I checked, and then I managed to score one. So.
This is coffee. I know. It was expensive. Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
I did get the Bully McGuire figure. I need to do a video about it for the other channel. Pocket sand. Yep.
Stop. Whoa, cat lady. Time out. Nice baby bag. Thank you. Don't settle for just any insurance, but there's State Farm. Can't stop.
Get your wins where you can. When you like it, win it. Echo.
Nobody would live in a place like this unless they have something different. I'm not an alien, but I feel they were pretty cool. Watch Resident Alien from the beginning.
Yep, I got him. Oh, we're still yeeting. We're still yeeting. I assume we've probably been yeeting since the commercial break started. We paid you $400 right now, saying that you wouldn't put someone like Karlak on GCW. I mean, look. I would probably find the compromise of dressing an existing wrestler up as that character. Like, if $400 got donated right now, I would, yeah, I like on the next GCW show, I'd dress a wrestler up as a fictional character and have them wrestle as that. Similar to the Super Fantasy Cosplay Wrestling promotion in North Carolina, where, like, Brian Cage wrestled as Bane and stuff. Yeah, sure. Then, yeah. But, like, what, for 1,000? I mean, yeah. On GCW, yeah. For 1,000, I'd do it. I'd just straight up have the character. Oh my god, someone tell that chick to stop screaming her head off.
It isn't professional wrestling's biggest wannabes. You are nothing more than a John Cena wannabe. And you are nothing more than a John
1,000 soon. Jesus.
You both want to be me so bad it makes me sick. You want my fame, you want my money, but you will get neither because you are too desperate and you are too lazy. There is one other human being in WWE who embodies hustle, loyalty, and respect. You got the fortune, fame, and followers to back that up.
Every second Cena quit signing, please shut her drunk self up, man. Which real ones on the TNA title, or do you see from TNA winning the title from NXT? Joe Hendry. Oh, joy. I love how his theme is all about how humble he is now.
Because Logan Paul does WWE better than any professional wrestler.
It just feels like a wasted Cena day. Like, this story with Cena teaming up with Logan just feels like a wasted date for Cena.
Everybody in this building did not come to see you. No. They came to see John Cena and Logan Paul. What the hell are you crying about, Knoxville?
Cena would still find a way to tell me it's because I can't swim. John Cena speaks the language of Logan Paul, and that is the truth. The truth. It's right in front of you. You deny it all you want, but look around. You stupid, simple Tennessee people.
Oh boy, he called the people of the city and state they are in stupid. What a revolutionary heel.
Get to witness the moment that John Cena stood side by side in the ring with Logan Paul.
I didn't like Logan's first 9 themes. I don't like any of the others either.
Will live long, pathetic, miserable lives. But at least you will get to say that you saw that. Yeah, you people are ungrateful. You don't know what's good for you. There is one problem, though, although this does seem too perfect. The problem is, I should be standing next to the WWE champion.
Impact versus WCW. My God, someone shut this drunk woman up.
I should have been the one to leave Saturday night's main event with that world heavyweight championship around.
I mean, never say never to us doing it, I guess.
You got lucky, dog. You got lucky, Jay. You got lucky. You know it. I know it. They know it. He knows it. Yeah, you, Cody Rhodes. You needed Cody Rhodes to save you. Yeah, remember that, Jay? Yeah. When Cody Rhodes interfered in the match, because you two cheaters can't do a single thing in this business without it being handed to you. These two Nepo babies were born on third, thinking they hit a triple. Self-made man! Self-made man!
These two Nepo babies were born on third thinking they hit a triple. Is a great line from anyone else.
That Logan Paul would be a WWE superstar. And they certainly never, ever would have believed that I would be tag teaming with the greatest of all time. But look at me now. I'm not just a superstar in the WWE. I am the superstar in the WWE. My time is now. He has told the world that his time is almost up. He is the last real champion. I am the inevitable face of this company. So John, Jay, Cody, I'm Money in the Bank next weekend. Boys, if you want some, come get some. Hey. We ain't got to wait for Money in the Bank. We can have this right now. Ooh. What are you guys arguing about? Where you headed? You go back there and polish his peacemaker?
Hey, yo.
Chiefs up on Cody Rhodes and just about let this battle take off fire. Folks got him up looking for the attitude adjustment. Super kick. Disaster kick. The taster of what we're going to see at Money in the Bank 1 week from tomorrow. Over the road. Crossbody to the outside on Cena.
You gotta polish his peacemaker is a wild fucking line.
How about some memories? Cody from Jay and Cody Rhodes. Money in the Bank just 8 days away. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso,
Alright, I'm gonna finish the graphic I'm working on.
7 p.m. Eastern and streaming on Peacock.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the graphic I'm working on, then I'm gonna wrap up. Yeah, the Cody 1D. I would love for that to be an actual, 2K move. Like, that's something I would love. In fact, had LAW continued, that would have been something I would have really loved for a later point in the story. And we'll talk about that someday. Like, should definitely talk about that one day on a future, like, what would have happened with LAW stream. Because there's a lot of, like, canceled stories from LAW that probably won't happen in the relaunch TNA because I want to focus a good mix on the LS11 originals and the TNA wrestlers. But I will say there was a duo that the Cody 1D would have been really good for. Yeah, the press conference after winning the tag titles. I know a lot of people make the whole like shit, what am I even trying to say, man? I'm tired. Can you tell? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. I know you can. I'm aware of how obvious it is that I'm tired. Like, trust me, I'm pretty fucking well aware of how tired I come across on these streams. And, like, I know maybe a good solution would be to take a little break from doing the streams, right? Like, not do them for a week or two. And just use my Mondays and Fridays and Tuesdays to rest. But I also just really enjoy doing these streams. So, But yeah, a lot of people do, like, the McDonald's meme. Where it's like, blank if they never blank. Like, some people do it like Joe Hendry if he never wrote his theme song. Or Jey Uso if he never got drunk with Cody at the press conference. It's like the fucking... I guess it's the origination... Or the origin of the put the fries in the bag meme or whatever. But I don't know, man. I think Jay got over. I don't think Yeet was the only thing that got him over, personally. I think he just had this natural charisma to him compared to a lot of others. I also just hate that saying, the whole put the fries in the bag. I just think that's kind of a shitty saying. I don't know. Yeah, it was, the can you tell I'm tired was rhetorical, but I know. I know people can tell I'm tired. Like, I exist in a constant state of being tired on stream. Like I said, I'm going to get these last graphics here done. And then I'm going to call it. Because I got to feed the cats. Maybe I'll just open my door and hope that the room cools down a little bit from that, and I'll go back to playing what I was playing off stream before. Maybe I'll write Raw and then go to bed. Who knows? I gotta do a little bit of delivery driving tomorrow, unfortunately. I just want to kiss you on the forehead. It'd be very gross if you did right now. I've got a very sweaty forehead right now because of my office being so hot. Alright, there we go. I am now up to... How many of the matches have I got graphics for? I have now got 30 graphics made for WrestleMania. Or no, 28. Because there's a couple file folders in here. So I've got 28 match graphics made for WrestleMania out of almost the whole card. All that's left for me to make the graphics for are the 2 Battle Royals and the Money in the Bank matches. So I've got 4 left to make, and then I am done. I'm not doing those tonight, though, because fuck that, I'm too tired for that. 4 to go. Alright. I'm wrapping up stream. I'll see you guys in the morning for DPW. I'm really excited for you guys to see that. It is a very fun show. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I think you guys are going to really like it as well. It's a very fun one-night tournament. Until then, I'll see you all tomorrow, and next stream will be Monday for